It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The long summer is finally over and we're about to start the season. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll try the run. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got the quick pass. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Etienne. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Turning it on! Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Got a little space. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Gets it out quickly. Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to pass, it's Etienne. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wade. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So here comes the Michigan offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bring in the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Lost the defense. He's wide open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Still running at the 40.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Timeout called by... defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
On the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Brings up second down.
Got it.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a man. It's Etienne. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wade. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
On the run, still looking. That's it, caught. With the catch, it's Mayo. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. He tries to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Let's take a look here at Middle Tennessee. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
All by himself down the middle. At the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Here's the return from inside his 10.
Blue Raiders will take over 1st and 10.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Etienne. Quickly to the tight end. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They just keep firing. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Walters. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Good enough for first down.
They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Etienne. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Pocket breaking down. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll ride his man on the option. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The quick out. Out across the 30. Steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that one.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes with the return. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll run play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Grab near the marker. It's Mayo. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To throw, it's Etienne. Throws to the tight end. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You just throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Rice is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 28 to Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it from the gun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They punted away on fourth down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going.
Running free. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Etienne. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That's reeled in. It's Wade. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sellers. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Davis will throw. Trying to barrel in. And they will score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Yeah, and that should have been a pick, but it really doesn't matter. The 2-point play, man, you're trying to shove that thing in there. Even if it's a pick, it's okay, but you're trying to make a play to get those 2 points, and obviously he failed on that one, and it could have been an interception.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Second down coming up. Davis looking to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of downs.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's him in stride inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, MTSU.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So here comes the Michigan offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They're going to test the right side with this one. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting it.
And it's blocked. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
61, Middle Tennessee, 13.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
They'll immediately call timeout. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. They were fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Davis will throw. Fires to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Ready? Tuna. Come on, set.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Raiders will take over 1st and 10.
Davis will throw. Hauls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback going straight.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wade. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. The throw. He's got it. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Davis looking to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does the portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.